Hi, my name is David. I'm with Republic-mfg. Today I want to talk to you guys about the general installation of our air knife systems. As you can see, this particular air knife system is partially assembled just for time. And as you can see, we're going to work on the side air knife as well as adjusting the top air knife. So the tools that you'll need is 1/4 inch, 1 3/16 Allen wrench, 1 3/32 Allen wrench, a 7/16 open wrench or socket, and depending on what size bolts you use to mount the air knife support bracket, 2 1/2-inch wrenches, or whatever size bolt that you use. Another great tool to have if you have one is a stud shooter to be able to install these. So our air knife support brackets have 2 different size bars, one long, one short, to be able to accommodate for different size products. Everything is based off the height of our product and the speed that the product's moving at. So when we're setting up our air knife system, what we want to do is we want to set it up for the tallest product that we're actually going to run and the fastest speed for the smallest product that we're going to run. So let's say you tell me an air knife and you're going to run cans and you're going to run bottles. Well, what I'm going to do when I size the system is I'm going to size it for your bottle, but I'm going to take your can speed. So for this, I can only run so fast. This, I can run a lot faster because the length that it's going to reach on the bottle, it's going to be slower. So I know for sure it'll dry that. The cans, if it's running faster, I got to make sure I can dry those. So first thing we want to do is we want to grab our product and we're going to take our air knife here and we're just going to kind of mock it up to know exactly where we want to anchor our air knife support brackets. So as the bottle comes through, we want to go from the top down as we're drying, as well as making sure that we're clearing the top of the bottle here. That's about where we need to go. So we can go ahead and we can mount our air knife support brackets. There's 2 main ways we can attach them to the conveyor. We can actually drill holes in the conveyor and actually mount them that way, or we can use a stud shooter. And as you guys can kind of see here, we've done the majority of that to try to save some time. So once we have our bracket here, we're going to secure the bracket and get it nice and tight. Once we have the bracket nice and tight, we're going to take the air knife and we're going to leave our mounting the bracket holders or the air knife holders loose so we can slide these in and out or up and down to get the exact angle that we need. And because we have 2 air knives here, one of the things we're also going to do is we're going to make sure that we don't set the air knives exactly parallel across from one another. We want to have them staggered just a bit so we can actually shear the water and the water has a place to move to. Now, on all of our air knives, you'll notice there's a hole here. This hole will actually escape air and you could actually lose pressure to your system. So you want to make sure you use the bolt that comes with the air knife support bracket to put inside the hole here to keep us from leaking air and losing pressure. And that will actually affect how our product gets dried. We also want to make sure that when we set this up that the air knife is actually going slightly above our product for drying. And the way we will secure our air knife is by our bolts here, as well as making sure we're at the proper angle and tightening our blocks here. And we will use a wrench. And again, we're just going to snug it up. Not too tight completely, because we also want to make sure we have some adjustability here where we can move this in and out if we need to. So we just want to snug this so this could move back and forth. Once we have that, we're going to get this as close as possible. And ideally what we want to be is within about a 1/2 inch of our product. However, consult your Republic sales rep because they're the ones that can help you with your specific application. So once we have the angles that we want to just go ahead and we're going to secure our cross block so it doesn't move. Once the cross block is secure, we want to secure air knife holders. And we'll do the same thing for the top. And then come back and we'll tighten everything else up. Now once we have that snugged, we can go ahead and secure the air knife ring, holding it. And also to remember that we leave enough that we can put the hose on as well as our clamp that we'll need to secure everything. So once we have that squared away and we've checked to make sure that our gap is actually covering everything, any rails that are on here, we want to make sure to cut the rails. That way air can actually pass through and actually hit the product. Now, if we were running a can on the same line, how could we adjust? And what I'll do is just use the height one, since that's the easiest one to access right now. So right now, this is way too far of a distance away for us to dry the can. So all we'd have to do is loosen the screw on the block. And again, adjust the height of the air knife with our can to where it's about, half an inch. If you can get 1/4 of an inch, even better. And we will lock that back down. And once this is nice and secure, where it won't move, we can go ahead and run our product. If you have any questions, please contact the Republic sales rep. They'll be happy to help you. Thank you.